Okay, now let's talk to everyone in camp, see if they have anything new to say.
It speaks.
I may have questions.
Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay, you're quite helpful.
No doubt.
No. Let's try Sten, maybe he has something interesting to say.
I have been mistaken.
What do you mean?
You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we first met.
What changed your mind?
You did, of course. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here. On that day, I will not look to find you on the battlefield.
What are you talking about?
The future. Perhaps it will not come to pass. There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on.
I want to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
Never mind.
Then I suggest we move on.
Okay.
As you wish.
Good. Next up, Alistair.
Ask away.
I had another dream about the Archdemon.
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
I honestly think you're right.
You know how some people want to be right all the time? Me, not so much. I guess one thing is certain, at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Okay, anything else?
Ask away.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Never mind. Okay, next up, let's talk to Leliana.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Wow, that was really just an amazing song. Just wow. Okay, let's just calm down. When?
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
Quite.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
I trust her.
I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can handle both.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
You're making... So what am I supposed to do? Tell Morgan to go away?
You may have to save one or both of you unnecessary anguish later on.
I'm not gonna give up what I have. No matter what.
I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
I'll listen to your advice, but I don't agree.
What's on your mind?
Nothing.
It is no trouble.
Okay. 2 more to talk to.
What say you?
Oh, can I answer some questions?
By all means.
What's your opinion on the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
I gotta admit, that's just horrible.
Is it? It seemed normal enough a tale growing up. No different than the other elven boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
Honestly, I feel sorry for you, Zev.
That's very kind of you to say, but it is not necessary. It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You'd compare our lives?
Are we so different, you and I? Buffeted by the winds of fate, brought to this point by both circumstance and excellence.
I'm not a man who believes in fate.
Is the thought that you have arrived here solely out of self-determination better, I wonder? No matter. My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
How do you feel about them in general, though?
I don't feel anything about them. Oh, we heard about them in the city, even deep in Antiva. I even had the notion once to run off and join them. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Okay. One last person to talk to before we continue on our way. Good boy. Disappointing everyone. Definitely before I'm done with some of these people, I'm gonna have to take care of that. Okay, Alistair, Morgan, and Wynn.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay, right now we're down here. Okay. Let's see, I could head to Denerim, but there's no point. Okay, I was already there, so... First stop should be Redcliffe. I'll rest up there, then continue the last bit of the journey to the Frostback Mountains. Also, definitely gotta buy some good items. And of course, please don't be an actual ambush. Redcliffe soldiers. An ogre, of course. Great way to cause me annoyance right in the middle of a fight. I was hoping I could avoid him. Good. Good. Glad these Redcliffe soldiers.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
That's good.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Need you. Oh no, I'll make you do it. Need to make a bunch of these.
And I'm off.
Way too many bloody corpses. Weird how they always drop elf fruit but never any flasks. Okay, let's head on our way.
All right.
Okay. Hey, let's go to the shop. I guess the tavern would be the only place selling goods at the moment. So let's head there, then quickly head on out. Out to where we gotta go. I gotta admit though, these swords do look good on me. Oh yeah, when
I shall do so.
Good. Forgot about haste. This'll save some time. Okay. Going up the air.
Yes.
Head this way. Made it. Hello, Lloyd.
If it isn't the hero of it.
Show me what you got. Nothing good. Just a few flasks. How useless.
You hear about this son of Merrick?
Oh well. At least I've done some. We got an awkward meeting at camp, but oh well. Next stop up after this will be the Frostback Mountains. And I have a feeling once we get there, things are gonna get crazy. At least I'll make it fun. Wait, night. Oh, no, I don't need to talk to you. Okay. Okay, friendly militia. Can you let me through?